Well, I'm back. I put up a video yesterday. Thank you guys all that subscribed and liked it. So, yeah, man, make sure you smash that like and subscribe button. So, it's a bit cold out. I'm really not in the mood to get filthy and maybe, I don't know. I'm also, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little hungover after last night. But I don't feel like sanding today, so I'm gonna take out the Galley Cabinetry so I can start getting ready to get to the motor. So I hope you guys like this. I wasn't able to find a single video online on how to do it, so let's figure it out together. Alright? Alright, so first things first, we're going to want to go ahead and clean underneath the sink. There's a little cabinet. So I just pulled everything out of there. I actually never cleaned it. Tons of cleansers and stuff. Thought this was kind of neat. The coffee pots, the percolators. This one's super old. I think I actually have matching pieces at my house, oddly, from like grandma. But yeah, so let's get that cleaned, and then we're going to go ahead and find all the screws. I'm also going to recommend we remove the drawers. So let me get on that. Alright, so we just got to now take this plate off and then find all the screws in here. And actually, I'm going to remove the ladder for right now because that's in the way. The gimbal stoves also, oops, sorry, is absolutely going to have to come off. That just lifts right out. So let's get going. Alright, so immediately underneath, you're going to have a screw here and one right there. Those are holding it down onto the plastic, or fiberglass. The other thing we're going to have to do is remove all of our hoses going up the exhaust line and the anti-siphon. They can stay because this is actually going to lift up and off, but we do have to definitely remove all of these lines that are connected to the sink itself, and that should not be too difficult. I actually might just no, I'm just going to pull the hose clamps. That's the easiest. These can be just, yeah. So you got to pull that and then get these screws out, and we'll come back in 2 seconds after I get that done. So one thing I just did was I pulled the drain off and then off the T. That way I don't have to reach all the way back in there to get that hose clamp. And then, hold on, right here, there are your supplies. That's for the faucet. We need to get those off. So give me one more second. This would not sound good if I just put it here on the thing. Give me one moment. Alright, so these are all the supplies. This is the raw water supply, and these are the fresh. They all need to come off, as well as, again, the drain. And I left, oh, this one fell off. That's even better. This is the T for the other portion of the sink. So those all come off. And now, that back screw. I only have a long screwdriver. Giggity, giggity, goo. So, they're pretty long. I've been starting them with a regular screwdriver, finishing them off with a screw gun, and put all your parts into a little bucket. Alright, now we're going to have to get the oven out, which is super simple. It just lifts right off, and then we're going to have to undo the gas, which should not be a problem. What is this? That's horrifying that I just found food from I don't even know what year. Oh my god. That is just disgusting. This has been in here for like 80 years. Alright, let me toss it off the boat. So, this boat's always had a weird smell to it, and I'm wondering, was that it? I don't know what that was. Some sort of food. Looked like little fruitcakes or something. But yeah, under the stove for God knows how long. Just tossed it. Alright, so next, we need to remove these 6 screws. So remember, we had 3 screws here. We had 1 there, 2 back there, and now we got to remove these 6, and that should be it. Oh, and then the stove, and then this should just slide right out. We also disconnected our water supply and our drain. Everything else is going to stay. If you can't see back there right now, if I can't shine a light, there's a hole where the exhaust goes. and then we have our anti-siphon. So the exhaust actually isn't coming up into, well, it's coming up into the cabinet, but there's no wood underneath it, so that can stay, and she'll just slide right out. And all right, let me get going on that. Okay, so I was wrong. You only need to remove the top ones. The bottoms can stay. They're into the glass, that can absolutely stay there. I don't think that'll become, oh my goodness, shakes much, an issue when we go to remove the motor. So I'm going to leave these, and if I have to, that's only 3 screws to have to pluck out. So to take this bracket off. Alright, let's see now about removing the stove and then wiggling this off, and then, hey, we just did it. I've been here so far 20 minutes, and this stuff bothers me. It's so dirty. Let me clean that up real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and pull the stove down, and yeah, good to go. Alright, so the stove 100% needs to come out first before we can even start to wiggle. Lift it up and down. I wonder, take it all the way out. Oh, it's so dirty back there. So just all I did was to pull it off of the gimbal hardware. Now, I think she's loose, but let me put this down and slowly do it. Damage that. So now we should be able to just. I feel like something else. Ooh! All right, one more. I'm gonna take this screw out. This is through here. So give me 1 second. Another Catalina 30. That's a Mark III though. A nice little swim platform. Fancy. Alright, so I found something else. There are 2 screws that go right here. This is actually one piece. So now we're just gonna go ahead and wiggle it out. Actually took me probably, I don't know, 10 minutes to figure out that there were screws back here and this was one solid. So give me 1 second, we're gonna pull all of it out. Yes. All right, so now that that's done, we've got we got to remember to clean all this for sure. There's stuff in here from God knows when. Nice vacuum. It's gonna make doing the exhaust over and my anti-siphon much easier. Yeah, and now we got full access. Probably should have paid attention to what that part did. Full access to the engine compartment now, which is awesome. Yeah, let's see. So a fun fact about this boat and why my motor looks the way it does is the previous owner took out the flapper valve and just let water run directly into the engine compartment for years. So that is a problem. I just bought a new one. We're going to put that on so we stop that. Glad I did this because the exhaust hose doesn't look very good. She's all dry rotted. So we're going to replace that. Oh joy, that's going to take forever. Alright, and there's the motor. So that's pretty damn cool. Anode. Heatsink looks good. I don't know what this is. It's rotten though. Everything in here is basically rotten. Riser seems okay. I'm going to sandblast this all out and paint the motor and rebuild it. So that's exciting. She should actually just come right up. And then I'm going to get a forklift, come in, chain it, pull it out. Yeah, this is pretty good. I'm pretty excited now. We got full access here. So I really wish that there had been a video for me to know how to do this. I find it strange that this is the most produced boat like ever, and there's really hardly any how-to videos out there, especially for removing this, which I think everyone should probably do every now and again. It'd be nice just to clean this all up. Vacuum under here. I guess I just found food. God knows how old it was. So what you need to do this would be a flathead screwdriver for your hose clamps, or you can do it with a ratchet. This I think is a number 2 Phillips, and a headlamp really works well. Again, once you get out the screws off the bottom, all your hose is undone. There are 2 screws up behind the little pantry here that you gotta get out. So just keep that in mind. It wiggles out nice and easy. And yeah, I think this, regardless of what you're doing, this is definitely a good thing to do every now and again, just to get it clean. I mean, I need to replace so many. Well, let's face it. I mean, if you look down here, I need to replace everything. It's gonna suck. But I am building a brand new riser out of stainless, which is cool. My heatsink looks decent, but we'll find out when I pull it out. And this whole motor is getting sandblasted, painted, doing all new gaskets. I'm basically doing everything over on the engine. I'm doing a full rebuild. So I'm pretty stoked. And yeah, once that's done and out, I'm going to go ahead and redo all my wiring back to the panel. I'm redoing all my gauges this winter in the back. And I'm basically going to have a brand new boat by spring, which is going to be fun. But again, you should definitely check your exhaust lines. This thing's ready to explode, and I can only imagine what it would be like down here with that diesel going and this popping. So yeah, very cool. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And again, I hope this was helpful for somebody. And don't worry, next few weeks there's going to be a lot of little videos coming out. I'll try to keep them fresh, and then I go away. I'm going sailing in the Caribbean for a little bit. In February, maybe some more before that, we'll see. But yeah, please tell your friends, like and subscribe. You guys rock.